This is Motorola Edge 70 Fusion. In this video, you are going to see my full day experience with this mobile phone, followed by the good and bad things at the end of this video. Also, some shots I recorded with the S25 FE as well. You can observe the text at the bottom for more information. I'm using a single SIM card with 5G enabled when I'm out of my house. If I'm at home, the device is connected to Wi-Fi. The mobile is charged to 100% before I start using it. Let's see by the end of the day how much the battery drops. Also, I added a UV tempered glass to this mobile phone so there are no direct scratches onto the screen. In the local shops, they charged me around 350 rupees for this. Alright, it's time to go to the gym and click some snaps and videos there. One thing you will notice here is that if you switch from 1x to 0.5x, there is some lag and it's the same in reverse as well. I also connected Realme TWS earphones during the gym sessions. This earbuds review will be posted soon on this channel. During the workout, I recorded some videos at different zoom levels. You can clearly see that if we go beyond the 2x zoom range, the quality is not good at all. You can check the dedicated camera review video for more information about daytime and nighttime shots from this mobile phone. You can clearly see the video quality here as well, how it is struggling. After finishing my workout, I came back to the home and currently the battery is at 99%. For your reference, I used the 5G in the gym for more than 1 hour. After having my breakfast, I started editing videos and doing other work. Today I have a plan to go out for a movie with my friend. So I have to finish my work before leaving the home. Next, I checked the autofocus. It hunts a lot while recording videos, guys, no matter what and where you are recording. I also showed this in the full camera review video as well. After finishing my work, I started heading towards to theater. These are the videos taken at the afternoon. They look good. I also used bike navigation along with a Bluetooth connection to my helmet to listen to songs on this mobile phone. The brightness levels are good and comfortable for outdoor use. Later, we went to a restaurant for lunch and then to the theater. Here are some photos that I clicked at different zoom levels. Up to 2x zoom range, the photos look sharp and decent. But if you use maximum zoom, it looks like this. One more thing I observed is that in dark or low light conditions, if subject is moving, the photos are not at all good. You can clearly see how it looks here. The same goes for videos as well, and it hunts for focus too much like this. After watching the film, I came back home at around 9:30 p.m. Again, while coming back, I used navigation connected to the helmet via Bluetooth to listen to songs. After coming back to the home, the battery is at 76%. I'll show the stats so that you can understand how much battery was consumed throughout the day. In Motorola mobile phones, there is no option to show the total screen on time for the entire usage. So I tried installing different applications from the Play Store to get this number, but they are not at all working properly. As you can see here in the stats, it is showing more than 1 day is remaining with the battery capacity. I will also show you the digital well-being. At least from there, we can observe how many hours of screen time I used. As you can see here, I used maps for more than 1 hour and the list goes on. You can observe it here. Almost close to 3 hours I used this mobile phone in mixed conditions. Only 24% of the battery is used, which is very good considering that I used the mobile mostly outdoors where the brightness was maxed out most of the time. Overall, I liked using this mobile phone, and there are some areas where it surprised me, especially the device didn't heat up while using maps in peak afternoon conditions, which is not the case with the S25 FE. Alright, coming to the good and bad things I noticed. First, the good things. The battery backup is the most highlighted part here. Second, the display is good. It is comfortable to use in outdoor conditions and the brightness levels are also good. Number 3, the vibration and haptics are decent. It's not like flagship level but good for this price range. Number 4, the overall weight of the mobile phone is very good and easy to use with a single hand. If you observe, I didn't use any back case till now. Soon I'm going to post the best back cases for this mobile phone, so if you don't want to miss that video, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. Next, the sound quality is also good while watching content thanks to the Dolby Atmos support and stereo speakers. Another point is the chipset. The one I'm using comes with the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4. It's a 4nm build chipset. Everyday performance and handling tasks are phenomenal. You won't face issues like lagging or freezing. Also, thanks to the 120Hz refresh rate display, the experience feels smoother while using it. Next is charging speeds. It is very good and fast. I already uploaded a video about that. You can check that after this to know how much time it takes to charge. And the last thing is there are no heating issues I observed even when I'm using this mobile phone during the navigation purpose, like while riding the bike, that too in the mid-afternoon where the temperatures are very high in India. If it was with the Samsung S25 FE, this device would get much hotter than this mobile phone, thanks to the cooling chamber inside this mobile phone, which helps to maintain thermals very well. Coming to the bad things, number 1, the camera quality is not that great, guys. This mobile phone didn't reach my expectations at least 75%. There is no doubt that if you're clicking photos in outdoor conditions with natural lighting during the daytime, then it performs well. But in artificial lighting conditions or maybe dull lighting conditions, even during the daytime also, it starts showing its limitations. You can clearly see the past pictures that I showed in this video where I clicked some of the snaps in the theater. When the text is scrolling, this mobile phone is not at all able to capture it properly. Apart from camera performance, I liked everything about this mobile phone that actually surprised me a lot because I have already used the S25 FE, S24 FE and some other flagship mobiles in the past. On those devices, I faced at least 2 to 3 issues in daily usage. So I highly suggest if you want an Android mobile phone under 25,000 rupees price range and camera is not your biggest priority, then this is a good choice. You can play games as well, but don't push this mobile to extreme levels. The chipset is capable of handling games, so occasional gaming can definitely be done. So that's the one-day experience with the Motorola Edge 70 Fusion mobile phone, guys. Thanks for watching and check the description box as well as the comment pinned section for more related videos about this mobile phone. Also check whether you are subscribed to this channel or not. If yes, make sure you turned on the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video on this channel. Thank you.